Oh, you're stressing me out.
Welcome to season 2. I have a new game. Every time we get on, I'm going to try to get Brittany to say a different word, and they're all stress related. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, hi, and welcome, peoples, persons, and background characters to the first episode of season 2 of Spinning Tales.
You have to put the 2 up.
A place where we all acknowledge that we are amalgamations of stories still being told and do our very best to draw out the storyteller in each of us.
Yeah.
Hi, I've been away from this for long enough that I've forgotten how to speak. Jess is my name, and I'm joined by my friend Brittany.
Hi.
I literally practiced before it came, and I stopped at the welcome to Spinning Tales, completely forgetting until this moment there was a second part of it.
Oh, wow.
Where I turned to the other camera and I'm like, oops.
You did it. We're through it.
We're through it.
We made it.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It was a whole month ago, so.
Okay, well, hi.
Happy New Year. We enjoyed our New Year.
We haven't seen you since last year.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not. I've seen some of you probably even yesterday.
Me, maybe.
Yeah. But you haven't seen us on this couch in this manner. Did you enjoy your Christmas?
Yeah. I didn't know you were gonna be lying when we jumped in here.
What do you mean?
I didn't even know we were gonna mention any of the things that we have not experienced yet.
Oh yeah, what else have we not experienced yet that we could say? Oh, did you make a New Year's resolution even though both of us don't believe in them?
Yeah, my New Year's resolution was to continue not to kill anybody.
Mine was to never lie again.
That's a lie.
Well, I hope you enjoy this. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Anyway, songs. Now we have things that we normally talk about at the beginning of podcasts.
Yes.
And it starts with the stories we have been consuming.
Yes.
Yes.
I've consumed a lot of stories since the last time we've been on here.
Nice.
But I will say that I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I know that we talked about it in our last episode of last season where we're going to move that to a completely different thing. So I'm going to do my best to not be
keep it short.
Yes.
Okay.
To not say oh, I'm going to be talking about this for hours.
Yeah.
So I might go into depth on one, maybe two things that I enjoyed, but I'm probably just gonna name a bunch and maybe I'll be oh, this is for a bits episode, which we haven't named, and I'm thinking bits and barks.
Oh, I thought it was just gonna be the bits.
No.
And then we were going to say the bits at the beginning of each one of them.
I don't want to start being referred to as the bits.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. So bits and bites is better?
Yes.
But you're still bits.
Why
bits.
am I bits? I can be bites.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, anyway. So some of the stuff that I've been consuming. So I've read a couple of books. One that I actually just recently finished was The Magical Girl Returns. And that was interesting. It was definitely a good book. It wasn't necessarily my I don't know, it was weird. I was it was both for me and not for me. So that's something I want to talk about a little in depth later because there's a lot of really interesting things in it. And it is a 2-hour read. It is 150 pages, maybe.
Oh, wow.
It might literally be 140 something.
Wow.
So it's a really, really quick read, really, really easy. Art in it and nice. It's a Korean book that was translated into English in 2024. So it was pretty good. I also have been listening to Brandon Sanderson novel, my first one, and all I will say is he is a very good writer, and his writing is not for me.
Yeah, I think it's a tragedy that just because someone's a good writer doesn't mean that you enjoy their writing.
Yeah.
I enjoy his writing very much.
Yes, and I love that. I love that. I love that he has such a huge audience because he writes a lot.
And he doesn't need you.
He doesn't
He
need
doesn't
me. He doesn't even
he
want
doesn't
me.
need one more fan.
He doesn't.
Like, I understand. I'm still sad about it.
Yeah.
I needed one more person to talk to.
I mean, you got FA. You definitely have her.
She is hooked. She's hooked.
You absolutely got her. She's gonna be reading the rest. So I don't know. I think I'm halfway done with The Way of Kings. I don't know. I'm not even. It's
a long book.
It's a bit of a slog in about 90% of it for me, but I'm probably gonna finish it unless FA. You know the conditions of this. I will DNF it. So stay the course, my friend.
So I think the hard part with The Way of Kings, right, is there are parts that are slower that are like world building and that give you like good character development or whatever. But in comparison with Kaladin's chapters, they are not as exciting. And if you can get through that, like it's very good. When you get to the other books, everything else, you're excited about everybody's part.
That's the thing that kills a book for me personally.
Is needing to get to the second book.
Yeah, if you ever have to tell me, like, you just gotta make it to... No. If a prerequisite is to make it through something that I don't love...
Yeah.
For my free time. Like, I'll do it for work.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do it for things. But, like, for pleasure, I need to take on all of this pain before I can get to the good part.
I mean, yeah. I think in and of itself, like the Shalon chapters, and I think you called it the royal family chapters.
Yeah.
I think that those are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like they weren't something that I had to like fight to get through. In and of themselves. It's just that like I care about Kaladin.
Yeah.
Give me Kaladin, give me Syl.
Yeah.
You know? And so it was hard because it's in comparison. Like if they had been in a different book, I'd be like, I can read this, that's fine.
Yeah.
But so I mean, I don't want to say like, especially to the people at home, you just have to get through it because it's hard to get through. Like that's not what it is. It's just the comparison.
Yeah. And I will say, like, I agree with you. It is really interesting. The royal family parts, the Shalon parts, they're interesting. I
saw that hesitation for Shalon.
Just personally am not interested.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, I was like, wow, I do truly typically love world building, and it's just everybody has the flavor in which they like it. I can't pinpoint my finger on it. I will not in the few minutes that I have right now pinpoint that. Maybe we will have a longer bits and bites episode where we really delve into that.
If you don't want to be the bits, why would I be the
because
bits?
you were really excited for chanting bits, and I want to give that to you.
No.
Here, think of it. Bits, bites, bits, bites. It's real bad. Name is still in repo. It's workshopping.
Yeah. Okay. I've lost my train of thought.
Anyway, I've been listening. No, I was trying to get back on doc. Yeah, okay. And there's a bunch of other stuff that I've been, but you know, maybe I'll save it for other episodes.
Okay, the media that I have been intaking, I finished Turtles All the Way Down.
Okay, by
John Green.
Yes. I almost said John Paul Van Damme.
It starts with John
Green.
by John Green. I did really enjoy that book. It made me uncomfortable in the best ways, I guess, right? Because it's through the perspective of a person with OCD.
Okay.
And people use OCD very flippantly, right? Like, oh, that needs to be straight. I have OCD. Yeah. Whatever. That's not OCD.
No.
Right? OCD, as like when you experience OCD, it is an incredibly uncomfortable, sometimes debilitating experience.
Right.
And I had never read something I think that so thoroughly portrays it. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And I can't think of anything else right now. I watched Wicked for Good.
Okay.
Right? And here's the thing. Like I came out of that movie and I was talking to my husband. I was like, "Oh, you like?" He's like, "Yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's fine." And I was like, the problem I think because I've seen the musical, all the things.
Mhm.
My favorite part of the musical is the first part, and he goes, "You and 90% of the world, Brittany." Like, I didn't need to watch the rest of it. I already knew what
Yeah.
happened. All the best songs are in the first part.
That's fair.
Like, it's fine. But so yeah, that's a media I've taken since the last time we were together.
Have you watched Physical Asia?
What?
This season's Physical 100 is called Physical Asia.
No, I have not.
That was on some of the stuff that I didn't take in, but we won't talk about it.
Let's meet after this. Let's catch up. Yeah. Yeah, Physical was 100 was really good.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Physical Asia will be really good. I still remember the mud pit from Physical 100 where they had to get the ball and keep the ball.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember if that was season 1 or season 2. Have you only watched one season?
I've only watched one season.
Ooh, well.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. I think you're behind.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I watched whatever you showed me.
Okay, yeah. Wait, I only watched, so just a couple of episodes? You didn't finish it by yourself?
No.
Okay, well.
Then
never mind.
Who are you talking to? Brittany, did you finish? No, I didn't finish. I don't finish anything.
Same. High five. We should call the bits unfinished.
Yeah. I have that same problem with video games. And I'll be like, oh, we should play this new video game, James. And he's like, no. You're literally not allowed. Finish Breath of the Wild first.
You're like, I'm almost done. It counts.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are we doing today? I know that seemed like I may have cut really randomly and jumbly because I just like, so what are we doing today? But no segue needed. What are we doing today? I ask you. Do you know?
I know what we're doing today.
Okay.
We are returning to our very first theme of our very first episode from season 1, and we are going to think about the stories that we have been desiring or intaking or needing more of, and we're going to write that.
Yeah. So it's just back to the OG original game stir. OP, the original plan, the original prompt. So it's back to that. And
original prompt, I like OP.
OP.
You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me.
Original prompt?
No, I'm sorry. Original prompt plan.
Oh, yeah.
Original planned prompt.
Original planned prompt.
Yes. Anyway, so this song is in my head now. Continue.
All right.
If you don't keep the train moving, it's not gonna go anywhere.
That's true. And we're on a time. So, what was I saying? It was the original plan, where we just like think about kind of the stories that we want to hear. And that could either mean like stories that are going to speak to like where we are to fill a hole or desire that we like are feeling in our lives right now, or just I'm really looking around for a story like this. I've been scouring Goodreads, Book Talk, all these different things to find the book that feeds this need, because this is a theme that I want to see, and I'm just gonna write it. So those are the options where we can go.
Mm-hmm.
And as it's a new year, I don't want to be like cringy unless you really want to and be like, new beginnings. But like that is a choice. I was like, I knew that we would be doing this again. And so I was thinking through like one word things that like kind of triggered so the first one we did for you guys in the first episode ever was freedom. And it was just kind of like freedom is what we felt. But the first one we ever did was loneliness. Right. And that was just because it was something that we had been feeling a lot. Mm-hmm. And I'm not necessarily, I don't want to go back to loneliness right now, but I was trying to think of like one words that like kind of triggered something in me. Right. And I don't know, I was going like wonder was one of them. And I didn't really like prompt too much, but I was like, oh, am I like leaning towards like something fantastical? Is that something that I need? You know, I'm trying to shy away from the options that kind of like ping to the books that I'm writing, because I don't want to like delve into something that's either too similar and then I'm putting it out there before I'm ready for it, or that might drive me down a different path, you know? So I'm like kind of like wary of like wonder and fantasy. In the general sense of where I'm at. But I was listening to Midnight Burger, and I listened to all the names at the end because that's the important part. And it's just fun. And at one point, which even though I said I listened to it, I didn't get the whole thing. It was saying it was literally somebody's just name, right? And it's like Benedict Ronald Harrison. And instead of like the fourth, it's Benedict Ronald Harrison, first of the name. And I like stopped and was like, first of the name? That's a pretty epic thing to like add to your kind of title.
Yeah.
Where it's just not like, it's like, I plan to name children after me, or it's, I'm the first. I don't know. There was something in that was like, ooh.
Yeah. The start of a kingdom.
Yeah. Like the start of something.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it a good kingdom or an evil kingdom?
Well, it looks like you really liked this one. But do you like this idea for you to write, not just like, Jessica, go and do that?
Most of the only reason I'm here is because I want you to go do things.
No, that's not how it's gonna happen. Oh,
I do like that, and I think it feeds into some of the things that I've been feeling recently, where there's like, it's excitement, it's new beginnings, right? Not because it's new year, but because I am opening my own private practice, and I am spreading my wings a little bit, but it's like scary. I'm on the precipice, right?
Yeah.
This is, I don't know. I'm not the first person to open a private practice. First person in my family that I know of to start a business, though, which is like, comes with like learning how to do taxes in a new way and like all those things. It's not super fun, right? But exciting.
Yeah.
I was up for many nights. Not many nights. It was a few nights. Hyper fixating on making the perfect spreadsheet for my bookkeeping system.
Okay.
And it's amazing. Anyway, I am a genius, and I have figured out all of the different equations that I need and the functions, and I feel really good about it. There is something that is so satisfying.
Yeah.
And so fulfilling about a well done spreadsheet where all the functions work correctly and it pulls the information from where it's supposed to go and all the math is done for you.
I
because
agree.
you told it what to do. Like, oh my God. Anyway, I'm going to know exactly how many taxes that I need to pay and just by doing my bookkeeping.
Hey.
It's going to be amazing. Anyway, what were we talking about? The excitement. And I feel like being excited, and I do feel like it goes hand in hand, because I'm going to be like, I am Brittany, the first of her name, right? It's like, I am building something.
Yeah.
The intent is to build something so that the person who comes after me, who also gets that name, can be proud, but also carry it forward.
Yeah.
You know? I think it's good. I do think it's an interesting thought, though. Are you evil? Like, are you, because like no one ever sets out to be like, I'm evil, right? But ambition, because it's ambition.
Yeah.
What lengths will you go through to build and maintain the thing that you are building, or the thing that you're creating? And are you willing to hurt other people? I don't know why my mind went there.
I don't know either. Why am I the mean one in this group? Why do you look like you did you were like immediately like evil, and I was like,
it was
fairy
it's
gardens.
the question. Fairy gardens.
Yeah.
Is it fairy gardens?
Yeah. Why
Here's
not?
the thing. If you're building something, because if we go kingdom, right? Was there a kingdom before you? Right? Did you have to overthrow someone? Right? And if you are a kingdom, there will be people who think, I could do it better, and I want to da-da-da-da-da. And what are you going to do with those people? You can't just magically convince everybody. And if you can magically convince them, you're taking away their free will, and that's still evil. Anyway, we can write a nice fluffy story about a well-loved king
I don't
becoming
know
the
if
first
we
king.
could. Also, I think it's really interesting that you're like king, and I was like, does it have to be like now? Like I'm fighting against like it having to be like that.
Maybe
Though,
it's because we were just talking about a royal family.
yeah, that's fair. I was like, oh yeah, this is getting like maybe some of this like popped up because it's entrenched in that, and maybe part of me is like, what would make me like this book? You know, like what would make me.
And you don't like royal families.
Hello to all the royal families out there. Georgian royal family? I know nothing about you, but I like to call you Georgian. So
who's Georgian? What are you talking about? Like King George?
No, the country of Georgia.
Oh,
the Georgian royal family. I might like them just because it's fun to say the Georgian.
Is there a Georgian royal family?
I think so.
Are you gonna Google it?
Yes, because we have internet. The Bagratoni dynasty. Don't ask me to read words.
In Georgia?
Yeah, the country of.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I said the country of Georgia.
Sorry. I'm a United States. I mean, I heard you say the country of Georgia.
You thought I misspoke because I'm American.
I did.
That's fair. That's fair. I cannot fault you for that. I cannot fault you for that.
I was like, she said the country of Georgia. I know people in Georgia.
They do not have a king.
Oh, okay.
And so when I was going to Google it, were you trying to talk so that I could cut out my stupidity? Because you're like, she's really Googling. She's really Googling the monarch.
I was and like I just figured there would be like a first family. Does she mean like the governor? Like the governor's family?
That's so funny. I'm keeping this whole thing in, and it is eating up at our time.
That's fine. I know that there's a country named Georgia. I just didn't expect
because I just told you. Yeah.
Sure, yes, but I didn't expect you to reference it.
You didn't expect me to know that there is a country named Georgia.
I mean, I expect you to know it. I just didn't expect you to reference it.
You were like, you don't like any royalty, and I was like, I don't know. I know nothing about the Georgian royalty because I am American, and I know nothing.
Hi, just breaking in here to say, after a slightly more in-depth Google search, it was easy to see that the country of Georgia is no longer under a system of monarchy and has not been for a while, and are a representative democracy. So, yeah, American through and through. We need better education.
Anyway.
That was fun.
Yeah.
We love our American school system.
Yeah. We have 2 minutes left in the segment, which, if you didn't know, was us discussing what we should write about.
Oh, yeah. No, we should cut some of that because we got distracted by Georgia.
No, because I'm keeping all that in.
What are we writing? What are we...
So I feel like you're landing on, like, excitement of new things, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm landing on... Yeah, I think it might be creation. I think creation is like where we're at. I feel like talking through all the stuff, right?
Yeah, but now I want to be someone who is on the precipice of creating something great and figuring out if they're going to be a dictator or not.
Do it.
But I don't know how to do that. You do that.
No, I'm not going to do that one. I don't want to do that. But you should definitely, like, it's a new year. Like ruffle your feathers, shed some skin. We're gonna have like 20 minutes to write. You can ask questions, like try to figure out, like, are we gonna have 20 minutes to write? Hold on, it's on the other one.
We have 20 minutes. We allotted 20 minutes.
Okay, I didn't actually look past what we were doing because I don't do that.
It's 20 minutes of writing, 10 discuss, 20 writing.
Okay, so I'm probably not going to come up with anything solid in this first one either because I'm probably going to do that thing where I start a bunch of little things.
I don't know anything about government.
Oh, you don't need to. Does anyone in our current government know anything about government?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So you don't need to know anything about government.
That's a depressing point.
So maybe that's where your dictator starts off. In a fictional land. Or not.
Okay. What are you going to do?
I don't know. I'm probably going to do a couple of things until I land on it, to be perfectly honest. So, all right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to get out our computers. I don't know what it's going to look like while we do this. So we may push these out of the way and start typing. We may not include any of our typing. So let's pretend that we're typing right now so that we can use that. And I put typing sounds under it. And then that will be our transition. Ready?
Oh.
That's how we write. Moving on. Okay. I will start. Okay, that was an excellent. Oh no, she's not ready yet.
I'm ready.
You sure?
Yeah.
Do you need the pillow back?
No.
Okay,
Because we're only gonna be here for 10 minutes.
that's fair, but don't get too easy.
Okay.
So, all right, how was that for you?
Difficult.
Yeah.
Extremely difficult. It is a story that I want to read
Okay.
and not one that I know how to write.
Okay.
And so I spent 10 minutes typing random crap. I had like gazing at maps, thinking about people rebelling, hearing reports about it. I literally put down, what time period am I in?
That's fair. That's a good question.
I still don't know.
You can make up a time period.
Yeah. So near the end of our time, I wrote just a tiny bit. And yeah, I'm not convinced that this person is a bad guy.
Okay.
I think he might end up being a bad guy.
Okay.
But I think he has good intentions.
All right.
That's
I'm
what I
excited.
figured out.
I'm excited to see like what it is that you're feeling like you want to do. You know, like what you want to do. So I want you to read it. I am going to pause it while you read it. I just decided this right now. So that we actually have time to continue to discuss.
Okay.
All right. So.
Okay. Standing in front of newly bought land, thinking of possibilities. Construction would begin immediately. This could be amazing. I looked around at the people beginning the work. They did not yet know that I would change their lives. They saw me as just another boss. People did not think that I would get even this far. Their view of me was so small. Even worse, their view of themselves was small. They lived paycheck to paycheck, day to day, happy just to see the sun rise, even though the sun breaking the horizon only meant another day of labor. They all worked so hard that they did not have the energy to dream of a future where they were not defined by what they produced. They did not see that they could and should be living better. They did not know that there were others keeping them from it. There were others, people who lived far away, profiting off of the lives and deaths of us here. They lived with the future in mind. The wealth that our labor provided them gave them the resources and the time to relax, to love, to play, to dream. These others could live so well because they were robbing us.
Okay. So, person who wants to overturn capitalism.
Yes. It's a communist manifesto.
Okay. Well, that's where we are. Okay. No, I think that's really interesting. So you would want to read that story because there's a lot of wrong in our world, and we
Yeah.
yeah. That's so interesting. It's actually really interesting because of the book that I was just telling you that I just finished reading, Magical Girl Returns. Is
it returns or retires?
Retires. Sorry,
Okay.
It's a Magical Girl Retires. There's a line at the end of the translator's note that is like, hold on, let me grab the book real quick. Magical girls exist because justice does not.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually.
And we're going to talk about that book on one of the forgottens, whatever we already called it. The forgotten bits.
Yeah. The forgotten bits.
But like that's what it makes me think of, this like this person who is seeing beyond the here and now. Even that line of like they look to the next day, but no, however you said it was really good. Like the sun pulls with it more toil. Like
like I like that.
I like that. That's what it made me think of. I was
Where
just
is
like,
that from?
That's what you said.
No, I didn't say the sun pulls with it more toil. I said the sun breaking the horizon only meant another day of labor.
That's exactly what you said.
But yours sounded better.
But yours sounded better. I liked yours because it was just like, oh yeah, with another day comes another toil, right? Like, and that they're seeing beyond that they've broken beyond that to be like, there is no justice here. They don't know that I'm creating space to create change, to create justice. So I think that's interesting. I think that's fun.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know where it's going.
I don't know either.
No,
I still don't know what time period I'm in.
You can make it up. You
Yeah.
can make it up. Can be anywhere in any of the many, many multiverses you can think of.
Yeah. Well,
you seem unhappy.
I am unhappy.
But you liked it.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I would like this. I would like to give this to somebody who was a writer and then tell them to write me a story.
Wow. You going to pay them?
Yeah.
You get ghostwriter being like, oh, here's your money for this. Okay. I also had trouble because, like, you know, this isn't something like the last couple of things where we could really feel it, like freedom, loneliness. That's something that we could like put ourselves like, what? How do we explain that? Where do we do, you know? But some of the things that we had been doing each time that we did this was just kind of like, okay, what does that word mean, right? Like, what are the definitions of it, right? And so we went with new beginnings and starts and stuff, but I called it creation. So I was like, what is it to create, right? And so I went through a couple of different things, which you're gonna hate, but we're gonna. I'm gonna
hate it.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. I don't like seeing things that I hate.
You look at me daily.
I don't hate you most of the time.
You also don't look at me daily.
That's true too.
Okay. So I also at the beginning put like dots where I was just like, what do I want? Like first, like a creator making a new world, a mother giving birth, a mother giving a name to her newborn a year later. Monday. A prophecy. There will be a time when the four winds drop to 3 and the sky stays bright for a day and a half. On that day, all the birds of both day and night will take to the skies. Predator and prey will soar together without strife. All the animals of the water will not be seen. Not a wave or a ripple will come from river, lake, or sea. On this day, the Savior will name their sword and their shield. They will become the first of their name. Break. The water was warm around her thighs. Her pants were soaked through and heavy, but that had been the case for hours. She had grown used to the yank of the marsh and the prick and the pull of the tall weeds tugging at her hair and clothes, even as they sheltered and hid her from those pursuing her. Her muscles had gone long past the point of ache and pain, through fatigue and straight to numb. The child strapped to her chest was sleeping again. Finally. She was both happy and sad about it. The tiredness was from hunger, she knew. Her baby was too thin. Far too thin. But she hadn't been able to produce any milk for days. She needed food so that her child would have food. She needed to find the next town or farm, some place with a kind soul who would pity them enough to let their guard down. She had no honor left to protect. Only the child mattered. Break. The painter paused, hand hovering over the blank canvas. They knew what should take form on this page, but something wasn't quite right. It was not in the right place to begin yet. If the painter knew one thing, it was that beginning could not begin if the position was not right. The painter pulled their hand back and stood. They walked around the canvas as it rested on its easel in the wide, empty space of the creation room. They stood to the right of it, tilted their heads slightly, and then shoved the easel away. The canvas landed on the ground, clattering noisily. Yes, this is better, the painter thought. The blank canvas stared up from the ground, ready to begin. The painter took off their slippers and stepped in to paint, ready for this new thing to be made.
Okay. Okay. Right. 3 very good
We
starts.
got 5 minutes.
Three very good starts. I would like to know, are these stories connected, please? Please?
Huh?
Please? This is in the same world?
Please, do you want them connected?
Yeah.
Or please, do you just want me to answer the question?
I need them. They are connected. There is a prophecy. There's a woman. And I was like, is she the chosen one? Is her child the chosen? Like, who, what, where, why? What? You know?
Uh-huh.
And then the painter,
Mm-hmm.
like, I would like to be surprised about how he is connected to the woman. Is she going to stumble upon his door, and is he some sort of fortune telling thing? Did he tell the fortune teller? Is the painter is a he them a he him?
The painter is a they them.
Did the they them is the they them going to run into the they them with the baby? Tell me.
I told you you weren't gonna
cry.
I told you you weren't gonna like it.
I'm gonna cry.
I was very, very concise about how you weren't gonna like it.
Okay, I'm anxious. What is the prophecy? There not being any movement in the water is a bad sign, and probably bad for crops and stuff. The sun being in the sky for a day and a half means that the moon is not there, meaning something has stopped rotating. That is dangerous.
That is very dangerous.
Or is it like a magic like light that makes it seem like the day? Don't look at the clock. Look at me. You look at me. No, it is like. And is the Earth still rotating? Right, but there's like a magic light that makes it look like it's still day. You know what I'm saying? Why are the birds being friendly? Are they being friendly for forever? Or is it just this day that there's like a peace treaty amongst the prey and the predator birds? What's going on?
I don't know. I didn't really do very much.
Oh, you're stressing me out. Explain yourself.
I think it's actually time to move on to our next segment.
Explain yourself.
Don't cry.
There's actually tears. Explain yourself.
I don't know, man. I was trying to figure out like I was saying, right? Like I was like, yeah. So like I was saying, where it was just like, okay, what is creation? Like what are the different things? What is it's tied into like the first of a name, because that's the thing that like jumped out to me the most recently. So what? Which is why I went through. It's like all of these things at the top of it, right?
Yeah.
Except Monday. I did think about it because I was like, Monday, you do create the first of your name. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you think this is within the world of Monday?
It can be. You tell me.
Tell me right
I heard
now.
Monday and I was like, oh my God, it's happening. It's happening.
It's not happening. I don't know, man. So we're going to write for another 20 minutes.
You did not explain yourself. You did not explain yourself.
I didn't need to explain
Are the worlds
myself.
connected? You didn't answer any of my questions.
I didn't. I don't have to. That's not in. That's
That
not
is.
in the
It's in the
bylaws.
thing. It's in the discussion. If it's a discussion, that means there's a back and forth.
I feel like we've been
It's
doing
implied.
a good amount of back and forth.
No, we have not. A discussion means you talk. And you talk back and forth. I ask a question and you answer the question. That's a discussion.
Oh man, this is great. Okay, so real talk. I don't know, man. I was sitting here and I was like, what is a prophecy? So here's the thing, right? I don't love the chosen one trope. It's personally not a me thing, right?
Yeah.
I know I did just write a prophecy. But even,
with the chosen one.
But even in that prophecy, there's stuff that I put in there that was like, oh, but that doesn't necessarily mean, that doesn't necessarily mean. So it was actually really interesting for to hear you say the sun is standing still and isn't moving because my brain said it's just a very powerful eclipse.
Oh. Yeah.
Because the day and night, just like it starts in the morning and then like before the moon rises, like, you know, it's just an eclipse, right? So a lot of people didn't think that, oh, it's gonna happen, the sun is gonna like not move, all the birds getting up, they're confused. Birds of morning, birds of night, like my clock is off, I should be here, but they're just too confused to be like, you know.
Oh, okay.
The wind thing, which I was like, I don't know, maybe
why
in a particular
4 winds to 3?
Yeah, that's why indeed. There's ways in my head. It was like, oh, that could possibly work. Oh, we're out of time.
Okay.
I'll keep going. But even in the like, they're the chosen one. Like, there's very specific language that in my head, as the like seer that is saying this, where they're like, on that day, the Savior will name their sword and their shield. Those are people.
Yeah. But are they people?
But
this is the one who fights and this is the one who protects me. This could be.
And so thinking that like, oh, there's a chosen one because they're going to have a sword and they're going to have a shield is probably what a lot of people will think. Like, we're training warriors. We're doing all these things so that they can use it. And they all at some point name their sword and the shield. And all of them are trying to name them on this day to be it. But it's like not that, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. So there's a lot of ways that it could go. And then you move to the next one. It was mostly me like going back to one of the points that like a mother giving giving the name to their newborn later. And I was thinking about the story of Moses and like a mother like raising her child in secret and then going off and putting it in an ark to roll somewhere else. And it was the idea that like you were protecting this child in secret. And you have to, not necessarily have to, but you're protecting this child in secret, and you don't even have time to give this child a name, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's really an interesting thing, like what comes at that point, you know?
Yeah.
And then the last part, I don't know.
Which one are you going to keep writing?
I don't know. I may write something completely different. I don't know. I'm not super drawn to any of these.
What? What?
What are you going to keep writing?
That. I want that. I want you to write that.
Okay, but you also want me to write that. You can't make up your mind.
No, this is trash. This is trash. We don't have to think about this ever again. Do the prophecy one.
No.
Or the baby one.
No.
What happens to the baby?
The baby. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't think we'll know in 20 minutes. No. Though I will say this was a good amount in 20 minutes.
That was a really good amount in 20 minutes.
I mean, it's very short. If you're looking at it on the page, it's very, very short.
No, but 3 like really good concepts in 20 minutes. That was really good.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just never going to talk to you again.
I feel like you don't mean that. I feel like whatever I read next time, I'm gonna tell you not to talk to me because you told me you wouldn't say any words to me. So
I want to talk to you, and I want you to finish that story.
Oh, changing up her tune.
I would like you to finish the story, please.
Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna go back to writing for 20 minutes.
20 more minutes.
I don't know what's gonna happen here. This may be our last episode because murder might happen to one of us.
I really liked that.
By one of us.
I really liked that.
Murder?
That.
Oh, okay.
Murder's gonna happen because I don't get more of that.
I told you weren't gonna like it. And...
Yeah, you did. You told me. You know me. You know me so well. You really do. You said, Brittany, you're gonna be mad. And you're right. I'm upset.
I tried my hardest. I didn't try very hard. I mean, I did try because I wanted to do something. But okay. So was it actually another 20 minutes? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it was 20 minutes. That's what we have on our...
Okay, for sure. So we're going to do this for another 20 minutes. Here's some more fake typing. I go! All right, so we're back. And we definitely took way too much time the last discussion. So we're going to jump in right now to reading and discussing. So, Brit, would you like to go first again? Or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first. Because you already said you're not going to like this one.
I did. I said that when I wasn't recording, but you're also not going to like this one.
Okay, so I'm going
For
to...
very different reasons.
Yeah. I'm going to start at the beginning, where I read before. Standing in front of the newly bought land, thinking of the possibilities. Construction would begin immediately. This could be amazing. I looked around at the people beginning the work. They did not yet know that I would change their lives. They saw me as just another boss. People did not think that I would even get this far. Their view of me was so small. Even worse, their view of themselves was small. They lived paycheck to paycheck, day to day, happy just to see the sunrise, even though the sun breaking the horizon only meant another day of labor. They all worked so hard that they did not have the energy to dream of a future where they were not defined by what they produced. They did not see that they could and should be living better. They did not know that there were others keeping them from it. There were others, people who lived far away, profiting off of the lives and deaths of us here. They lived with the future in mind. The wealth that our labor provided them gave them the resources and the time to relax, to love, to play, to dream. These others could live so well because they were robbing us. I did not want to be a leader. I only wanted justice. And I had started something that I had to finish. The work drove me. I spent too much time on empty prayers. Now I needed something that would make movement. It was the same story almost every night. I know that I should be asleep. I know that I should rest. I just need to do a little more. More planning, more scheming, letters and papers, new ways to educate the people or appeal to the powers that be, creating more methods of recruitment. I began to have a team to guide me as I guided the people. I looked at Blank. There was enough fire in her soul to rival my own. Man Blank, sorry, was with us. His fire was different. He cared, but his drive did not keep him awake in the middle of the night. He was not insatiable as I was, or filled with rage. I often felt he moved too slowly. He would remind me that I would not be able to finish my work if I worked myself to death. I think we are both right. Other person Blank burned too hot. They were not just filled with rage, they were filled with hate. I think that they would burn the whole world just to see the others in pain, not caring that they would also be burned. I had to keep a close eye on them. If I could sleep, I would. I only do the work because justice needed to be done.
Okay. How do you feel?
I don't care about any of this. I swear to God, if you don't tell me what happens to the baby, I can't even with you.
What was going through your mind while you were writing that?
I think I do like this person, right?
That's good.
I think I decided that they are a person struggling with their faith.
Okay.
When you are seeing harm done in the world and you feel powerless to stop it, you often turn to prayer. And then when those prayers don't yield results, multiple things could happen.
That's true.
Right? For this person, I think rage built. Right? And they are fighting out of love, out of rage, out of a sense of duty. But I also think that they are starting to be run ragged. Like at this point, I think movement is happening. I haven't gotten to the point where they get to declare I am the first of my name. But I was like, well, I don't know. I'm just like kind of playing through the life of this person, right? And this woman with a rage or a fire to rival his own. I've decided that this is a dude.
Okay.
A rage to rival his own, I think will probably very likely be the mother of the child that is the second of the name.
Oh, okay.
So I started to introduce characters.
Got it, yeah.
There's the stabilizing force who's like, hey,
chill out, take a break.
Take a break. Remember that there are things to like love, and you can be driven by the love, not just by the passion and the rage, right? And I think that's a good force. And then there's like the devil on the shoulder. Burn it down. Burn it to the ground. Kill them. Get the guillotine. It doesn't matter if there's no structure. Burn it down. And there's all of these voices and these thoughts and these perspectives to balance, right? And I think the reason that this person gets to be the first of the name is because he is charismatic enough that all of the different perspectives listen to him.
Yeah.
And he is able to take in all of the perspectives and try to do the best for everybody.
Yeah.
He is the leader I wish we had. And so I think eventually in this story, he will be successful in a lot of different ways, right?
Right.
And he's someone I think to be proud of. And those are the thoughts that I'm having about this person.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like that. I think like it's one of those things, right? So the point of this is, right, like one of the points of this OPP is writing things that we want, right? And something that we want, both you and I and most of the world, is someone who seeks justice.
Yeah. And I think it's so funny. It's so funny how like you said a thing and I was like, oh, that could be a cool story. And it turned into the thing that I desperately am praying for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny.
We're that, you know what's really funny is at the beginning you said he's not a villain, but he could be the thing that I'm desperately praying for. We could all become a villain. That's the unfortunate truth. But like,
here's the other thing though.
You're a villain to someone?
Huh?
You're a villain to someone?
Always. It is amazing how you can say, I think that people should eat. And people will call you all sorts of names.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make sure that other people don't eat. I just think that the resources that we have are actually enough, if you measure them, to feed everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so because we have enough to feed everybody, everybody should eat. And then now you're a bad person. So yeah, I want somebody who will be the villain to make sure
society to that kind of setup, that culture.
Yeah. So as a matter of fact, I'm praying for somebody
that can be a villain in this particular state.
Yes.
I really do. Yeah, I definitely obviously relate to that. So I like that. I think it's one of those it's one of those like fantasies and fictions that need to be done, that need to be written, because a lot of the times literature is where we go to get kind of literature, media, whatever, unfortunately, is kind of where we go to get our prototypes. I don't know, right? Like people want to see themselves in what they see, what they intake, and there's a lot of power in that. I think we need more stories of like showing this is what the world is, you know, and what are some steps that we can do, or what does a person look like when they're really, you know, fighting to do it right. It's not fitting there the way I wanted to. I had an old one that, sorry.
Yes.
So I don't know. I just, I
apologize for that.
No,
I
you're
deeply
fine.
apologize for
You're
that.
good.
I had to see if it fit.
I totally get it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for this opportunity. I think it's good for us to stretch our wings, ruffle our feathers, as you said earlier. And this was a stretch. I think if I was like trying to stretch and grow myself more as a writer, I would return to this and like make it more. Mm-hmm. I think it would be a really good exercise for me.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. I'll put that on the docket.
Yeah. But we can stop talking about it. What happened to the baby?
I don't know. Didn't get there.
Oh my God.
So
the baby grows up and lives a wonderful life.
Let's put our glasses on. And let's just pick up where we left off. I'm not reading the whole thing. A deep, rich umber paint, marbled with lacy ribbons of white and orange, squelched out from between the painter's toes. They twisted on the ball of their foot like they were squashing a bug until the paints combined into a muddied and matte-looking brown. They lifted their foot from the pallet and spun with the grace of a dancer until the appendage hung over the bottom edge of the canvas, oil paint clinging to the soul of its master, awaiting patiently its fated use. The painter paused, not because they were unsure of what to do next, but because there was a kind of quiet beauty in this moment that deserved reverence. The moment before nothingness and peace was invaded by life and chaos. The painter finally stepped down, foot firmly planted on the delicate canvas, still for only a second before they slipped forward, letting their body do just what it needed to be done. As the browns disappeared off their toes and took its place in the new creation, the painter stepped off, satisfied. The palette had already refilled with a new color, it too understanding its part in creation. The painter stepped down into the paint once more, though the world of this creation was far from over. Break. The lost portion of the prophecy. On this day, the Savior will name their sword and shield. They will become the first of their name. And though they will fail their Savior, they will not fail the world. Break. She did not run. Running drew attention that she could not afford. She stood at the corner of a stall under the burning hot sun. Why had it not set yet? She chewed quickly, as quickly as she could before swallowing. She could not let this meal be taken from her. And then time ran out.
Oh! Whoa!
Go away.
Let me know. I need to read this part. I
Well,
need to read.
Well, I didn't. That some of that I said because we ended, and that's what I meant to say. So I just read it out. And
Yeah,
good
no,
luck,
no, no,
Jessica.
no.
Good luck, Jessica, having to add that.
I need the prophecy.
For sure. You have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Okay, explain yourself. You talk. Tell the people what you want to tell them.
Okay, I'll tell the people while you read, so you can't actually hear me what I'm saying, because I'm going to give away spoilers to a story that's never going to be written unless one of you guys wants to pick it up. So, I don't know. Basically, I think the girl, is going to be running into someone else who's going to help her. He's probably going to be like a thief or something that's going to help her get food, and she's going to show some kind of kindness, even though she doesn't really have it in her, because her only concern is the child. So,
Jessica.
In some kind of back and forth, the thief will ask the thief, or the thief will ask what is the baby's name, and she will say the baby has no name yet, and the thief will say, I also have no name. When you think of a baby's name, maybe name me as well.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Except for the bottom half of the
and they're going to fail her. She is their savior. She saved the baby. She saved the baby. She was the savior of the baby. And she somehow has saved this thief. Right? Which one is the shield and which one is the sword?
I don't know. I have some kind of thought, but I don't know.
I am sick. I am dying.
I've got some medicine.
Would that I could strangle you.
Don't do it. That sounds painful.
Write this story.
No, I'm not going to. I just said this is not for me to write. But I gave you the spoilers of like different plot points that you can have. So if you would like to go and write it, go ahead.
Okay, someone write it. I want
and then
read
put it in the comments.
I want to read it.
Email it too.
What does she name them?
I don't know. If you were literally in your thing saying woman, why do I need to name anyone?
Because I want to know. You kidding me? What are you talking?
Maybe you're the savior because you haven't given them names yet.
Man, this is really good.
It's fine.
Okay. Where does a painter come into play?
I think the painter's pretty cool.
Does a painter make the prophecies?
I think the painter makes the world.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Like, oh, what?
Like an old god.
Oh, wow. Well, that's deep. That's pretty deep. That's deep.
I don't know, though. That may not be the case forever. Oh, look, our time's up.
Yeah, the time is up. The time is up. It's time to go. Time to go.
Well, how did we feel about that exercise? That going back to the OPP.
I feel really good about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Wasn't
I
that
feel
a
good
little
about
fun?
it. I feel it was good. It was a stretch for me, and I think like it was therapeutic in a way, right?
Mhm.
Because it revealed to me even more of what I actually want.
Yeah.
Right? Like I put this thing on the page just trying to fulfill a prompt, and like it brought out my desires in a new way.
Yeah.
So, very good, very very good. I really liked your stories.
Stories. So they're not connected. Sorry, guys. All that stuff I said, they weren't connected.
There are multiple stories within a story. Stop. You're being hard-headed. I like fantasy and I like mystery.
Yeah.
And I do kind of like the chosen one trope.
Yeah.
Not that like I don't like it when it's overdone or when it's like I don't know, too formulaic, right? Because I think there are ones that are formulaic, but I do like this person is the chosen one because they choose to do.
Yeah.
I really, really like, and this feels like that.
Yeah. That's a little bit of a better one rather than the like, you got to do this because I'm telling you got to do it, which is super annoying.
Yeah. In that vein, the Wheel of Time is kind of that. But you were never going to read the Wheel of Time. It is too many books.
It's too many books, too many children.
Too many children?
Like I said, they start off too young.
They do.
It's one of the reasons I'll probably never read Percy Jackson, even though I hear it's really, really good. I'm like, I just can't deal with school age kids in my literature.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Anyway, I'm sad now.
What?
Oh, I'm so sad.
I guess we'll have to go eat tacos.
Yes.
Look how easily that was remedied. So, characters, thank you for joining us for this first episode of season 2. I'm glad that you guys
fun.
came back for it.
Yeah.
This is gonna mark hopefully another fun round of random stories that will never be completed by the people on these couches.
Yeah.
Unless, we come up with an episode to shoehorn someone into writing it. But yeah, if you
I could call Brandon Sanderson and just give him
this. I mean, that's fair. I would never read it though. So if you
I hate you so much. This is literally my favorite writer. Anyway, we're moving on.
We're moving out. If there's anything that you guys thought that any places these should go, or even how my stories aren't connected, or how it might even be connected to that. Hey, maybe that was the shield. Or, anything.
Oh, okay. Hey, they had a low view of this person.
Bye.
The thief becomes this person.
Bye now.
Whoa. What if, right? What if?
So you could write this story.
Anyway, bye guys.
Yeah. What is it? February? There's probably a playlist. Bye. Pictures, thumbnails.
Yeah.
You can't look sad about it.
But I am sad about it.